everybody, Yoko 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 8-17 Colorado Rockies taking on the 10-16 San Francisco Giants. This is game one of a three-game series between the Rockies and the Giants. Who will take game one? Will it be the Rockies? Will it be the Giants? We're going to find out in 9 innings time. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Leading off the center fielder, Willie Travis. Batting second, the first baseman, Todd Hilton. Batting third, the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Garrett Atkins. Batting third, the right fielder, Brad Hallpie. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Jeff Baker. Batting eighth, the catcher, Yorvit Torreba. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Franklin Morales. On the mound for the Giants, it is Matt Cain. Cain comes in today's game with a starting ERA of a 2.73. He's got 2 wins and 3 losses. He's pitched 33 innings, allowed 23 hits, 27 strikeouts, and 11 walks. We're here at Giants Stadium at AT&T Park, which gives nothing to strikeouts, nothing to walks, and nothing to home runs, even across the board. And with that, Willie Travis steps up into the batter's box. He's batting a .240, and we are ready for the first pitch. And it is a 5-2, column 5, row 2. We're going to start this game off with an at the ballpark result. So if you roll results in the at symbol, you resolve the play using the ballpark card. And in this case, it would be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's a ground ball behind to the catcher. Milan will make the catch. And we will check for an error on that. No error there. Makes the catch and puts one away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the San Francisco Giants. We've got Odemeyer out there in left field. Lewis will be in center. Wynn will be at right. Going around the horn, we've got Castillo on third. Briss will be at short. Durham will be on second. Alora will be at first. Olan will be behind the plate. And Kane will be on the mound. Todd Hilton batting at .275. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. Now, we consider that a blank right now because Matt Cain has not faced his allotted number of batters. He can face 26 batters before he's considered tired. So right now, that is a blank. Todd Hilton, 1-2, column 1, row 2, and that's going to be a base hit out there into left field. And with that, Hilton will get on with a base hit. Next up, Matt Holliday. Holliday batting at .316. Whenever we have a runner on base, we do roll for strategy. Strategy roll is a 16. The Rockies are going to hold off. Infield at double play depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. And that'll be a hit by pitch. Hit by pitch for Matt Cain gives a -1 modifier. Makes it an 8. We will check the blue die. That is the D20 against the hit by pitch range. So in a 1 to 8, he gets hit by the pitch. And that is a 6. It is in range, and he got belted. So with that, Hilton will go to second. Holliday goes to first, and the umpire gives him a warning on that one. Strategy roll is a 20 as Garrett Atkins comes up. Atkins batting a .387, infield still at double play depth with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Strategy roll is a 20. Anytime a 20 comes up on the strategy die, it is a pickoff attempt. However, Matt Can does not pick anyone off, but we'll still show that number. And that is an 11. And the pitch. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. Home run chance on a 1-2. The 5 is too high. So outside of the range for the home run chance. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5, fly ball back there to Odemeyer. He'll make the catch. We subtract 2 with runners on second with less than 2 outs. We subtract 2 from the base run rating. That is a 0. The die roll is a 3. And if the roll was less than or equal to the ABR, the adjusted base run rating, the runner, Todd, would have advanced to third. Otherwise, he holds. So, runners on first and second with 2 outs. Infield at normal depth. Brad Hallpie up. He's batting a .315. Strategy roll is a 10. Rockies standing pat. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6, strikeout on a 1-14. The 16 is too high. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a base hit out there in the left field. And that'll load the bases. So now we're going to check. We have a 1, so now we check for extra bases. So let's see, the lead runner on both of these will advance. So Todd Hilton automatically scores on that because the first thing for each one of these says the lead runner advances. So Hilton will score. Matt Holliday now, base run rating is a 2, and it says here the lead runner advances. And if the roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR. So trailing runner's BR is a 2. That is a 1, so Holliday will advance. And now we will check to see if Hallpie picks up an extra base, because it does say runners. So we do take a look at the trailing runners. Hallpie with a base run rating of a 3, that is a 1, and he'll definitely pick up the extra base. He'll go to second. So 2 outs with runners on second and third, and with 2 outs, we do add a +1 to the base run rating, and that'll bring up Troy Tolutsky. He is batting a .273. Strategy rolls a 13, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, and that'll be a range play. Now, on a range play, we check the first number of the defense, and whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. It'll be a fly ball back there to Odometer. His range is a 1. And that is a 3. Now we are going to check 4 to see if it's going to be a single or a double. On a 1-4, it's a double. 5-20, it's a single. It's a 2. It's a double. And that clears the bases. It's a 2-run RBI double by Troy Tolutsky. It's 3-0 here in the top of the first. Jeff Baker batting a .240. Strategy roll is a 6. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. Possible error on a throw. Now, on an error check, that is the number in the bracket that we check. And whose error range are we checking? 3-1, column 3, row 1, double star 6. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Odometer. His range is a 0. No, his error range is a 0. That is a 3. He makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and the Rockies will leave 1 stranded We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Leading off, the right fielder, Randy Winn. Batting second, the shortstop, Emil Briss. Batting third, the second baseman, Ray Durham. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the catcher, Benji Milan. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Fred Lewis. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Rich Alira. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Jose Castillo. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Dan Odometer. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Matt Kahn. On the mound for the Rockies, it is Franklin Morales. Morales comes in today's game with a starting ERA of a 12.60. He's got no wins and 3 losses. He's pitched 20 innings so far, allowed 31 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 11 walks. Randy Winn batting a .443, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6, and that'll be a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 to the walk range, plus whatever the modifier is for the ballpark. In this case, AT&T Park is neutral when it comes to walks, so we're just going to add a straight 10 to that number. That makes it an 18. The 20 is too high. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4, ground ball down the third baseline. Atkins gets it, throws it over to Hilton for out number 1. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Colorado Rockies. Holiday out there in left field. Travis will be in center. Holmpai will be at right. Going around the horn, we've got Atkins on third. Terlutsky will be on short. Baker will be at second. Hilton will be on first, Torreva will be behind the plate, and Franklin will be on the mound. Emil Briss batting a 200 right on the Mendoza line. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a walk on a 1-7. The 10 is too high. So it doesn't walk him. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3, ground ball to second base. Baker scoops it up, throws it over to Hilton for out number 2, and they'll get 2 quick outs, and that's going to bring up Ray Durham. Durham batting a 294. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a wild pitch. Nobody is on. Excuse me there. Nobody on, so we're just going to roll for the batter. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. Power hit to Travers. Now, on a power hit, we take a look at the question mark line here. Now, on the question mark line, it'll go by what the pitcher is, if it's left or right-handed. Franklin is a left-handed pitcher, so on a 1-9, it's a single. 10 will be a double. And if it's 11 or higher, it's a flyout. So let us see what the result will be. It's an 8. It's going to be good for a base hit. So Durham will keep the inning alive. And that's going to bring up Benji. Benji is batting a 185, runner on first, infield at normal depth. Strategy roll is an 11. And here's the pitch. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a blank, so nothing happens off of the pitcher card. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. It's a fly ball back there to Holiday. Holiday makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Giants will leave 1 stranded. We go after 1. It's Rockies 3, Giants nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's Yorvik Torreba, Franklin Morales, and Willie Travers due up for the Rockies. Yorvik Torreba batting a 153, and the pitch. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a split result. So a split result off of the picture card, you're going to take a look at the batter card. Now, and we're going to see if the batter is left or right-handed. In this case, Jorvit is a right-handed batter. So we're going to look to the right-handed side of the slash, and that is a blank. Tereba, and rolls a 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's going to be a fly ball back there. Wynn sees it, comes in, makes the catch, and puts one away. Franklin Morales. He's been in 6 games, 9 at-bats, had 1 RBI, and an average right now of a 111. So he's batting 111, 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1-21. That is an 11. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away, and we go to the top of the order. Willie Travers, 0 for 1, and the pitch. Travers, 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a blank. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a ground ball to first base to Laura. He'll get it. Kane comes over, tosses it underhand to Kane for the out, and that will retire the side. So the Giants retire the Rockies in order. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Fred Lewis, Rich Alora, and Jose Castillo due up for the Giants. Fred Lewis batting a 240 and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, 6-4, sorry, column 6, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1-13. That is a 4. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Rich. Rich is batting a 235, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a hit by pitch. That's a 2. Franklin gives a 0, so the 11 is too high. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. Now, split result off of the batter card. Now, when you roll split off of the batter card, you'll take a look to see if the pitcher is left or right-handed. In this case, Franklin is a left-handed pitcher, so we look to the left-handed side of the slash on the batter card, and that is going to be a double out there to haul by. So smacks a double for Rich. So 1 out, runner on second. Strategy roll is an 18, and that's going to bring up Jose Castillo. Castillo batting a 276, infield at normal depth, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6, double star. Now, a double star off of the picture card. Now, if you're playing the physical cards in Dice Game, you'll take 1d6, roll it against the auto outline with the double star line, and that'll determine the out. So since we're playing the PC game, it'll randomly choose it. And that's going to be a fly ball back there to Holiday. And Holiday will make the catch. Rich will hold at second. And that'll be 2 outs. Dan Odomir up. He is batting a 200. Strategy roll is a 10. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-1. Column 1, row 1 at the ballpark. So we're going to go to AT&T Park for this play. And that'll be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6. Fly ball back there to Holiday. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Giants. After 2, it's Rockies 3, Giants nothing. We go to the top of the third. Todd Hilton, Matt Holliday, and Garrett Atkins due up for the Rockies. Hilton 1 for 1 with a run scored. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6 with that is a walk. On a 1 to 16, that is a 2, and they will walk Todd. So Todd will trot on down to first. Strategy roll is an 8. The Rockies are going to stand pat. Matt Holliday, 0 for 0, got the run, has a run scored, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 9. That is a 1. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that'll put 1 away. Garrett Atkins, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 19, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. Strikeout on a 1 to 8. And 8 exactly. You can't get closer than that. Struck him out. Can't get any closer on a check than that. Right on the money for that one. Brad Alpine, 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 14. Rockies are holding off. 2 outs, runner on first. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 14. That is a 2. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no error. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Matt Cain, Randy Wynn, and Emmanuel Briss due up for the Giants. Matt Cain batting an 091, and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 28. That is a 15. Struck him out. And we go to the top of the order, Randy Wynn. Wynn is 0 for 1. 1 out, nobody on. 5-4. Column 5, row 4. That is a walk. On a 1 to 8, the 17 is too high. And that'll be a 5-3. Column 5, row 3. It's a base hit and past second base. So with that, Randy Wynn will get on with a base hit. So, strategy roll is a 19. The infield is at double play depth. And that is a sacrifice play coming up. Emil Briss is 0 for 1, and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. That is a strikeout. However, it is a successful sac bunt. And with that, Wynn will go over to second. So, pickoff attempt. It's going to be a balk on a 1 to 16. It's an 18. Nothing happens there. So no balk. Randy Durham is 0 for 1, and the pitch. Infield normal depth with 2 outs, and that is going to be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6, double star. Fly ball back there to center field. Travers runs back, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the Giants will leave 1 stranded. After 3, it's Rockies 3, Giants nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Troy Tulowitzki, Jeff Baker, and Yorvik Torreba due up for the Rockies. Yorvik Torreba is 1 for 1 today with a double and 2 RBIs. And here's the pitch. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4, possible error. And that'll be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4, double star 6. That's a fly ball back there to center to left field to Odometer. His range is a 0. That is a 19. There's no error there. Make the catch and put one away. Jeff Baker, 0 for 1 and the pitch. Baker, 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1-15. That is a 5. Struck him out. And that is his 5th strikeout of the game. Yorvit Tereba is 0 for 1 and the pitch. Tereba. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2, strikeout on a 1-11. The 12 is too high. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2, fly ball back there to center field. Lewis gets underneath it, makes the catch, and retires. Makes the catch to retire the side. So the Giants once again retire the Rockies in order. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on. It's a very easy score there. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Benji Milan, Fred Lewis, and Rich Alora due up for the Giants. Benji Milan, 0 for 1 and the pitch. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6, home run on a 1-5. The 13 is too high. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3, power hit to Holiday. On a 1-8, it's a single. 9-17, it's a double. It is an 18. That is a fly out. And that'll be one away. Fred Lewis up 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that'll be a 3-2. Column 3, row 2. That is a walk. On a 1-14, the 18 is too high. And that'll be a 4-1. Column 4, row 1, double star 1. And that'll be a fly ball back there to Travers. Travers will make the catch. And that'll be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and Rich Alora is up. He's a 1 for 1 with a double. And that'll be a 5-6. Column 5, row 6. Home run on a 1-12. That is a 3. That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Rich Alora. Fly ball down the left field side. Holiday chases it, but that ball is into the stands. It's a solo home run for Rich Alora. Puts the Giants on the board. It's 3-1. It's a 2-run game. And for Rich, that is his 3rd home run of the replay. Jose Castro up. He's 0 for 1 and the pitch. Castro 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is a wild pitch. And nobody is on, so we're just going to roll for the batter. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. Fly ball back there to Hall Pie. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on for the Giants. After 4, it's Rockies 3, Giants 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Frank Morales, Willie Travers, and Todd Hilton due up for the Rockies. Frank Morales, 0 for 1, struck out his last time up at bat, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1-21. That is an 8. Struck him out. Struck him out, and we go to the top of the order, Willie Travers, 0 for 2. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. That is a strikeout. On a 1-8, that is a 6. Struck him out. And that'll be 2 up, 2 down. And Todd Hilton is up. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a run. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a range play. Whose range are we checking? By the way, for Todd, for odometer, for Dad, he is 0 for 1 on his range plays. And that'll be a 5-2. Column 5, row 2, pop up to the third base line. Alora's range is on a 1-4. It is a 3, and that will retire the side. He makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors as the Giants retire the Rockies in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Dan Odometer, Matt Cain, and Randy Wynn due up for the Giants. Dan, 0 for 1. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a range play at the ballpark. So we're going to go to the AT&T Park, and that'll be a 1-6, column 1, row 6, double star 3. It's going to be a ground ball to Baker. His range is on a 1-3. He makes the catch as a 3, throws it over to Todd, and that'll be out number 1, and that's going to bring up Matt Cain. Cain 0 for 1, struck out his last time up at bat, and here is the pitch. Cain, 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a strikeout. On a 1-28, that is a 3. Struck him out. And that'll be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. We go to the top of the order. Randy Wynn, 1 for 2, and the pitch. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. That is a blank. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That'll be good for a base hit past second base. And Wynn will get on. Keeps the inning alive. He gets on with a base hit. Emil Briss, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 9. Giants going to hold off, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, to Tulowitzki. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side, sir. And that will retire the side, so no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Giants will leave 1 stranded. After 5, it's Rockies 3, Giants 1. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Matt Holliday, Garrett Atkins, and Brad Hallpie due up for the Rockies. Matt Holliday, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a run. And here's the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a strikeout. On a 1-9, that is a 1. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that'll bring up Garrett Atkins. Atkins is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. Atkins, 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a strikeout. On a 1-8, the 13 is too high. 1-4, column 1, row 4. Power hit to Lewis. On a 1-9, it's a single. 10, it's a double. An 11-13, it's a triple. It's a 14. Lewis makes the catch at the wall. And out number 2, and that'll bring up Brad Hallpie. Hallpie is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout. On a 1 to 14, the 18 is too high. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1, double star 4, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Lewis, who'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So the Rockies go down in order. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Ray Durham, Benji Milon, and Fred Lewis due up for the Giants. Ray Durham is 1 for 2 today. And the pitch. Taking a look at Franklin, he can face 4 more batters before he is considered tired. And that'll be a roll of a 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a home run chance. On a 1 to 13, the 14 is too high. And that'll be a 4-3, column 4, row 3, double star 6. It's a fly ball back there to Hall Pie. He sees it, waves off Travers, makes the catch, and puts one away. Benji Milon is up. He's 0 for 2 today. And the pitch. And the pitch to Benji is a 1-6, column 1, row 6. Home run chance again, this time on a 1 to 3. The 9 is too high. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, row 4, fly ball back there to center field. Travers underneath it, runs up, makes the catch, and puts 2 away. Fred Lewis is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 2 up, 2 down, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a walk. On a 1 to 14, the 5 is in range, and that'll be good for a walk. So the Giants keep the inning alive. Rich with they're going to send Lewis on a steal. It's a 15. It's a 14. It's a 7. So Lewis will steal second, and that's going to bring up Rich, who is 2 for 2 with a double, a home run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. 6-2, column 6, row 2. That's going to be a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. And that'll be a single back there to Travers. His range is on a 1 to 3. It's a 6. Travers can't make the catch. It gets past him. Lewis goes to third as he waved around. Base run rating is a 4 from second to home. It's a +1. We give him a 4. We take a look at the die roll. It is a 4, and the rule says if the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, the runner advances. And the Giants have cut the lead down to 1. And with that, the Rockies, Franklin Morales, tired, but they do need one more out. Jose Castro is up. He's 0 for 2. Strategy roll is a 14. 2 outs, runner on first. And the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3-1, sorry. Column 3, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 9. That is a 4. Struck him out. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Giants. After 6, it's Rockies 3, Giants 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Troy Tulowitzki, Jeff Baker, and Jorvik Torreba due up for the Rockies. Take a look here at Matt Cain. Cain can go 4 more batters before he is considered tired. Troy is 1 for 2 today with a double and 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. Double question mark. Now, double question mark off of the pitcher card. That is the only thing we do follow, even when the pitcher is not tired. And it's a double star on a 1 to 10. The 18 is too high. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1, double star 3. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Lewis, as Lewis will make the catch. And that'll put one away. Jeff Baker 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the pitch. Baker, 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. Base hit into right field. And past win, so Baker will get on with a base hit. With that, Yorvit Toreba is up. He's 0 for 2. Strategy roll is an 11. Infield at double play depth with 1 out, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a wild pitch. Now, on a wild pitch, if it's a 1-9, we will check the blue die. If it's a 1-9, it becomes a wild pitch. If it's a 10-11, it's a passed ball. It's a 12. Nothing happens outside of those ranges, and that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6, power hit into center field to Lewis. And with that, on a 1-3, it's a single. 4-9, it's a double. It's a 4, it's a double. It's a one-humpo off the wall. Lewis has to go chase it. Baker rounds to third as he waved around to home from first to home on a double to D10, on double to D8. It's a 0. It's neutral. Jeff Baker, the die roll is a 2. The base run is a 2. He's waved around. He'll come home scoring standing up. And the Rockies take a 2-run lead. It's 4-2 on a 2-run on a RBI double by Yorvit. Strategy roll is a 13, and it's a sacrifice play for Franklin Morales. This is probably going to be the last time we see him up in today's game. So that's a bunt. 6-6, column 6, row 6, double question mark, and that is a good sacrifice bunt. They'll send Yorvit over to third, and with 2 outs, your runner on third, he's 90 feet away. We go to the top of the order. Matt Cain also tired to the bullpen for both teams starting to warm up. Here is the pitch to Willie Travers. He is 0 for 3 with a strikeout and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a base hit. That is good for a base hit. It's an RBI single by Willie Travers. And with that, the Rockies take a 3-run lead, and here comes the skipper. So as the Giants go to the bullpen first, and they need a lot. They're going to bring in Alex Henshaw. Actually, they're going to bring in Gino Espinelli. Gino Espinelli, no ERA. He's got 4, no wins, no losses, no ERA. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. They just need one more out, so they're calling up Gino here. Matt Cain went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 3.40. Todd Hilton is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk and a run. Strategy roll 16. They're going to hold off. And that is a 4-4, column 4, row 4, home run on a 1-4. The 13 is too high. And that'd be a 3-4, column 3, row 4, double star 4. And that is going to be a ground ball to Durham. Durham will make the catch, throw it over to first base for the out, and sing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Rockies. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Dan Odomir, Gino Spinelli, and Randy Wynn due up for the Giants. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 have been played here at AT&T Park. The Rockies came out strong, scoring 3 runs in the first inning, and then 2 runs in the top of the 7th. It's 5 runs on 6 hits with no errors. The Giants scored a run in the 4th, a run in the 6th, 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. And with that, Franklin Morales is tired, so we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Rockies. And that is going to be they're going to bring in Ryan Spear. Ryan Spear is going to come in. Spear comes into the game with a 5.37 ERA. He's got no wins and no losses. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Taking a look here at the stats for Franklin, he went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 10.39. So 8, 9, and 1 due up in the lineup for the Giants. Dan Odomir is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. Dan, 3-5, column 3, row 5, home run chance on a 1-5. The 9 is too high. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6, power hit to Travers. On a 1-10, it's a single. 11-12, it's a double. 13-20, it's a flyout. It's an 11, that's going to be good for a double. And Dan will lead off with a double. Gino Spinelli not going to take the hit here. Instead, they are going to bring in Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts to come in to pinch hit. Roberts comes into the game batting a 192. Strategy roll is a 15. Infield at normal depth. And here is the pitch. No outs, runner on second. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1-8. That is an 8. Struck him out. And we go to the top of the order. Randy Wynn is 2 for 3. Strategy roll is a 13. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3, double star 6. Fly ball back there to center field. Travers running back after it. Makes the catch. And that'll put 2 away, and Dan will hold. So we subtract 1 from the base run rating. 1 ball with runner on second and less than 2 outs. The die roll is a 6. Odomir is a 0. He holds. Emmanuel Briss is 0 for 2. Briss going to take the hit here. Strategy roll is a 5. Infield at normal depth. And the pitch. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a strikeout on a 1-6. The 7 Too high. It's one click too many. 5-6, column 5, row 6, double star 4. It's a ground ball to Atkins down the third baseline. Atkins makes the catch, throws it over to first, throws it across the horn to Hilton. Will make the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and the Giants will leave 1 stranded after 7. It's Rockies 5, Giants 2. We go to the top of the 8th. Matt Holliday, Garrett Atkins, and Brad Hallpie due up for the Rockies. New pitcher on the mound for the... And they are going to bring in Joey Sadler. Sadler going to get the call up right now. Sadler will come into the game with an ERA of a 2.62. He's got no wins and no losses. He's pitched 10 1/3 of an inning, allowed 6 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Gino, he went 1/3 of an inning, no ERA for him. And we do have a couple changes to the defense at center field. Fred Lewis. No changes. They are not making any changes to center field. Actually, what they'll do is Wynn will come over. So here's what's going to happen. Lewis is going to come out. Wynn is going to go over to center field. And at right field, they are, just want to double check my injuries here. Okay. Nate will come in at right field. And then at left, and then at left field, Dan will come out. And Dave Roberts will take over at... Yes, we are going to do a double switch. So Randy, Wynn, and Nate will switch. And that is the change to the lineup there that the Giants have made. Wynn will take over at left field. Nate will be at right field, and Roberts will be in left field. Oh, yeah. Second base, Randy Durham. Durham also going to come out. And they're going to bring in Ivan Ochoa will take over at second. So that's the changes that the Giants have made to their lineup. Matt Holliday is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a run. Holliday going to take the hit here. And that'd be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. It's a strikeout plus on a 1-19. The 13 is in range. Struck him out. And that'll be 1 away. Garrett Atkins is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Atkins not going to take the hit here. So Atkins not going to take the hit. And they are going to bring in Ian Stewart. Ian Stewart is going to come in to pinch hit. Stewart is batting a .250. And that'd be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? 1, 2, column 1, row 2, double star 3. It's a fly ball back there to win. His range is on a 1 to 3. It's a 6, and it is good for a base hit. So Stewart is on with a base hit. Strategy rolls are turned off. Brad Hallpie is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And infield at double play depth. Hallpie going to take the hit here. And that'd be a 1-1. Column 1, row 1, strikeout plus on a 1 to 24. That is a 3. Struck him out looking. And that'll put 2 away. Yorvik Torreba is 1 for 3 with a double, a run, 2 RBIs. Torreba going to take the hit, and here is the pitch. By the way, strategy rolls are turned off, and the reason they are turned off is we take the difference in the score. In this case, it's a 3-run game. We add it to the inning we're in, so 3 plus 8 is 11. If the number you get is higher than 10 when you add the difference to the inning, you do not roll for strategy until you bring that number down. Yorvik Torreba, 1 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs, and that is a 4-4. Column 2, row 4. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, fly ball back there to Shearholtz. And that will retire the side. And at third base, I think Ian Stewart's going to take over at third. So that's the only change. So Ian Stewart going to take over at third. Hallpie going to stay in there over at right field for right now. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Ivan Ochoa, Benji Milan, and Randy Wynn due up for the Giants. Ryan Spearer coming out of the game. So we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Rockies. And that is going to be Jason Grill. Grill going to get the call up this time. Grill comes into the game with a 7.89 ERA, no wins and 2 losses. He's pitched 5 2/3 of an inning, allowed 6 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Take a look at the stats for Ryan. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and ERA of a 4.67. So 3, 4, and 5 due up in the lineup for the Giants. Ivan Ochoa batting a .600, and here is the pitch. And that'd be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 13. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1, ground ball to the shortstop. That'll be over to Tulutsky. He'll make the catch, throw it over to first base to Hilton. And that'll be out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Benji. Benji is 0 for 3, and here is the pitch. Benji going to take the hit here, too. He's going to take the pitch. They're going to let him hit. 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 4. The 13 is too high. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a ground ball. Smacks it to the shortstop, to Tulutsky. He'll make the catch. And that'll be 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Randy Wynn, who is 2 for 4 today. Wynn going to take the hit. And that'll be a 4-4, column 4, row 4 at the ballpark. So we're going to go to AT&T Park for this play. 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a base hit out there in the left field. So Wynn keeping the inning alive. And that is going to bring up Rich. Rich is 3 for 3 today with a double, a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-1. Column 3, row 1. That is a blank. And that'll be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6. It's a double to Hallpie. Wynn goes to third. Hallpie going to chase it. He'll go on balls hit to D9. Runners will go from first to home on a -2. That is a 4. The die roll is a 2. Wynn is waved around. It's an It is an RBI double. And with that, the Giants cut the lead down to 2. And with that, Jason can go one more batter before he's considered tired, and that is going to be a 3-5, column 3, row 5, double, question mark, single, and a 1 to 8. The 15 is too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3, double star 6, fly ball back to the center field. Travers goes underneath it, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. After 8, it's Rockies 5, Giants 3. We go to the top of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Jeff Baker, Yorvit Tereba, and Jason Grill due up for the Rockies. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings have been played here at AT&T Park. The Rockies came out strong, scoring 3 in the first inning, then 2 runs in the 7th. That's 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Giants scored a run in the first, a run in the 6th, a run in the 8th, 3 runs on 9 hits and no errors. 16 hits between both teams. And Billy Sadler going to come out of the game. And with that, Giants are going to go to their bullpen for the final time, hopefully. We'll see. And they're going to bring in Tyler Walker. Tyler Walker going to come in to pitch the 9th inning. He comes into the game with a 3.70 ERA, 1 win, no loss. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look here at the stats for Billy Sadler, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 2.39. So 7, 8, and 9 due up in the lineup for the Rockies. Jeff Baker, 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a run. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a double star. And with that, it's going to be a fly ball back there to Shorewitz. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Yorvit Tereba, 1 for 3 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And the pitch. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. And that would be a range play. Whose range are we checking? That'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a ground ball up the middle. Walker's range is on a 1-2. Chopper back to Walker. He makes the catch. It's a 2. Throws it over to first base. And gets the out in time. Jason Grill not going to take the hit here. And they're going to bring up Scott Posnick. Posnick going to come in to pinch hit. He's batting a 273. And here is the pitch. Posnick 3-4, column 3, row 4, home run chance. On a 1-7, the 14 is too high. And 1-1, column 1, row 1, ground ball up the middle. Walker will make the catch there. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors as the Giants retire the Rockies in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Dave Roberts, Tyler Walker, and Nate Schurowitz due up for and they are going to bring in Brian for tennis. Brian gets the call up here for the save. He comes into the game with a 1.08 ERA. No wins, no losses, 3 saves. He's pitched 8 1/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Roberts 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Roberts going to take the hit here. And that is going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6 at the ballpark. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3, double star 5, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Travers. 1 away. Tyler Walker not going to take the hit here. And Brian Horowitz is going to come in to take the pinch hit. Horowitz. And here's the pitch. Horowitz, by the way, has played 2 games, had 1 at bat, so this is his second. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? And that's going to be a 4-1. It's going to go back there to column 4, row 1. It's a ground ball to Hilton. His range is on a 1-5. It's a 6, and that's going to be good for a base hit. And Brian will get on with a single. And with that, Brian Bocock is going to come in to pinch run for him. Top of the order, Nate, batting a 167. Going to take the hit here. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a walk. On a 1-4, the 5 is too high. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6, ground ball to Baker. We'll check for double play. Ground double play rating from Brian is a -1. The pivot is going to be the shortstop, Tulutsky. That is a 0. So when balls hit to G4 with a left-handed batter, the pivot is going to be the shortstop. That means the die roll is a 1. We roll, the check goes to a 1. We roll 1d6 against the ground double play rating. And in this case, the rule says if the roll is greater than the runner on first, it is not. So Bocock will go to second. It's even, so it is with the out being at first. So kind of a little bit of a fielder's choice there. Brian will go to second. And with that, Emil Brisk is up. Brisk going to take the hit. Giants down to the last out. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 3-4. Column 3, row 4. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-2. Column 1, row 2. It's a base hit to the past the shortstop. And Brian goes to third. He'll go from second to home on a 3-6. That is a 4. He's waved around. And the Giants cut the lead down to 1. The tying run at first. Ryan tired. They are going to take a quick timeout and go talk to him on the mound. All right, they call him back. Strategy roll is a 19. Giants are standing pat. Infield at normal depth. Ivan Ocella is 0 for 1. And the pitch. They are going to let him take the hit here. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6 at the ballpark. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. Column 3, row 5, double star 4. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Tulowitzki makes the catch. And that is the ball game. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on as the Colorado Rockies defeat the San Francisco Giants of a final score of 5-4. Final line score coming right up. So the Colorado Rockies defeat the San Francisco Giants of a final score of 5-4. Rockies 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Giants 4 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Franklin Morales will pick up his first win. Matt Cain goes to 4 losses, picks up the loss. He'll go to 2-4. And Brian Frutenis will pick up his 4th straight save of the replay. Let's take a look at the stats here for the pitchers. Franklin Morales is 1 for 3 right now as his stats. He went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 10.39. Matt Cain picks up his 4th loss. He's 2-4 right now. He went 6 2/3 of an inning, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 3.40. Tyler Walker, the last pitcher up for the Giants, he went 1 inning, has an ERA of a 3.25. Brian Frutenis, the last pitcher up for the Rockies, he'll pick up his 4th save. He went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and an ERA of a 1.94. Jason Grill, the last pitcher up before the 9th inning, he went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, as ERA of an 8.06. So that'll do it for us here as the Colorado Rockies will improve to 9-17, and the San Francisco Giants will drop to 10-17. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up. And when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Yoko007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.